Hey kids, Grumpy Man here, and today is the day. Just strapping up here. My new bike, 2020 R1250 RS, fully loaded, Austin yellow. Haven't ridden this bike before. I haven't actually ridden an RS before. I've ridden all the other Boxer bikes in the last few years, and haven't ridden an RS. I'm looking forward to it. It's only about 3 degrees. It's March 17th. Also a little note, new GoPro. I went from a 5 to a 7 so I can record in 4K 60. We'll see how that works. So if there's any glitches or anything, well, if it's that bad, I'll just refilm it, but if there's a couple glitches here and there, please be patient. But new tires, you can see there's snow. They don't really use salt a lot anymore, so they put sand and gravel, little rocks, very small rocks. Also, I haven't been on a bike since August 2019, so yeah, let's just say I'm going to be a little careful. Oh, it would help if I do something here. Sorry. I just closed my garage. And I found out that I don't have the pin lock insert, the anti-fog insert for my helmet. So I ordered a new one. Yeah. And these mirrors, let's start her up. Man, I like that dash. So bear with me here. I need to, I'm used to having mirrors on handlebars. I haven't had a sporty bike in a while. I had a 1999 VFR 800. That was my last sporty. Yeah, I'm gonna fog up here, I think, but we're gonna start moving. So basically, just gonna go around the island a bit. Some random comments, as per the usual. All right, come on, baby. So, ooh, that shifter. I'm liking this. I think the vents on my helmet are open too, so let's just, we could all collectively make fun of Grumpy Man. Oh man. Okay, so I'm going from memory here. So my last bike, if you're just watching this, or me for the first time, I had a 2015 R1200R, so the naked version of this bike with the older engine. And that was the first gen that they had the quick shifter up and down and so forth. So far this thing, the shifter in general, is freaking awesome. It's like butter shifting. We'll see when I get to a light and if I put it down into first, if it makes, but at this now, even being a bit cold, it didn't make its like tractor like funk. The sound might get weird up and down because I'm in my visor, which I should be able to leave it open because I have wind protection. So far I've got the heated grips on one. So far I can't really tell about wind. On my naked bike I had the GS like bark busters on there to protect my hands when it was cold, but I'm not feeling any wind on my chest, and it's pretty nice. I'm in road mode, so that's a little bit softer suspension, regular gas and all that. trying to scrub in my... Ooh, yeah. So they've done 2 fixes, I think. So I think in 17 or 18 they did some transmission fixes, because I did notice when I test drove some 2018s. I'm purposely not shifting. I'm trying to keep the RPMs up and down. I have like no kilometers on this. There's like 4, so I'll probably get a few smiles from people, because you know, when bikes are out, that usually means it's springtime. I hope I'm recording. I can't really see with these mirrors. But this, man, they really did a... power-wise, I don't recall. It always had torque. This has, you know, 10 foot-pounds more, 12 foot-pounds more. Horsepower, this is 143 instead of 125, the old one. Again, I don't care. If I wanted a sport bike, I'd buy a sport bike. This is like just the sporty version. So I'm watching out for any ice, although the pavement is warm. So you can see that's Lake St. Louis completely frozen over. That's no big surprise. Yeah, in third gear there, like 2000, you're right in the start of the torque. Oh, I'm gonna love this even more. Yeah, if I'm sniffling too, it's cold, man. Only crazy people go out when it's this cold. Well, it's supposed to go to 9 degrees today, and then starting Saturday we're going to be above 10. That's Celsius, of course. So looking forward to that. I have to work Saturday night, but I think Saturday morning I'm going to try and get out. I'll go towards Ontario or something, I think. There's my usual Hudson Oka ferry is not open yet. Obviously, it's frozen, the lake. So I can go towards Ontario. I mean, I haven't been. Yeah, we're doing like 2,000 RPM, and it just pulls. I mean, to me, that just means they've matched the gearing. I mean, yes, it's a good motor, obviously, but I think they've just matched the gearing better. I mean, I drove what didn't I like? KTM Super Duke R. It's a monster, but at low RPMs, if you're not really in the right gear, it's not very forgiving. At least I found. And even the dealer where I did the test ride, they're like, "Oh yeah, you should change the sprocket, do this and that." This is nice, easy clutch lever, so it's everything I used to like about this stuff. These people that pull over, I'm doing the speed limit, but let's try the cruise a sec. How do we turn it on? Just so I can adjust my mirror a bit. There we go. What was I saying? Yeah, so I tried those bikes with this, man, and I really liked my 2015. Like, I was sad to let her go, but this thing is like everything I liked, plus wind protection. Yes, the screen is nice. I have the headlights. I tried them out last night. Only one headlight works. So one is the low beam, and then when you switch on the high beam, the other one comes on in the high beam. But just the low beam seemed to light up really well. Which I don't ride that much at night, but it's nice to know. Well, especially now it's still COVID. We still have a curfew, although it's 9:30 p.m. as of today instead of 8 p.m. And my old bike had a little it had a little H7 bulb, which was useless. It was really bad. So we're gonna be this nice and careful. I've only done one. Just let me go here. I'm being really careful. I wasn't gonna say. I lost my train of thought. I'm just so excited. If you saw my smile, it's what it's called a shit-eating grin. And pardon my language, but fuck does it feel good to be out on a bike again. You know, it's been a year of COVID. I turned 50, still single. Dating sites suck balls. Especially at, I guess if you're in your 20s, you're out there just to have fun, so those are, I don't know. Anyway, this is not a dating channel. See, it smiles. People are happy. See if I can close that again. Oh yeah, mods. I changed the bulbs. I got them from Dynamic Motorrad. They're in southern Ontario. So just these LED bulbs to replace the shitty little bulbs in the indicators. I got no errors on my dash. That's pretty much what you ask for. Yeah, I'm fogging up. I really miss my my shield. If you guys don't know what that is, it's an extra little piece of plastic. It's like your windows in your house. They're double paned, so that makes the visor double paned. Guys looking at me like, what are you talking about? What are you doing there, man? So this is the soft throttle setting. Let's change her right here to Dynamic Pro. So what I've done, Dynamic Pro is you can program it. So I have it ABS traction control normal or road, because I'm not on a racetrack. I don't need to slide. I want to be protected. And I've got the throttle in the sportiest version and the suspension in the soft version. I don't think the suspension is in that. Anyway, actually I have the suspension in auto for the preload. Anyway, I don't feel like crashing. I haven't driven, like I said, I haven't driven since almost 2 years, so. Oh yeah, the throttle's much better on that. My hands are, well, with the with the heaters like that, let's put them up to 2. It's 4 degrees, so yeah, it's not so I hope this is recording nicely. As I said, I'm recording on 4K 60 frames per second instead of 1080p. Why? Because I'm bored, and it actually will stress my computer a little bit more to actually process these videos. The steering feels slower than my old bike. Miss Putin. So this is not a long ride per se. I'm just zipping around the island to say that I took her out. I've had the bike for like 3 weeks. Been sitting in my garage. I like the exhaust sound. It doesn't seem to have changed from the stock one. You can see the pile of crap on the roads here, and I mean, the exhaust is fugly. It's a big chrome, and I got the chrome one. It was satin on my last bike. Maybe one day I'll put a slip-on on it, but I really don't care. especially if I'm gonna put luggage on, which I am. I have some. I'm gonna order the same Shad SH36, I think. Anyway, suspension wise, it feels better. It seems a bit softer than my old one. My hands are a little cold, but these are not insulated gloves. I have some. They look like Ski-Doo gloves or snowmobile gloves. They're actually BMW ones before I had BMW. But I'm really liking no wind off the chest. This is going to be nice on the highway. Maybe we could zip. Let's see. We could do a little nip on the highway. It's not the end of the world. Where'd we have to go? Now this shifter, everything, I really see the improvement. I mean, I think if you just bought this bike and you haven't driven one of these before, one of the family, I mean, they share a lot of parts. I think you'd like the bike, of course. It's a really nice bike. Even the crazy color is growing on me. But coming from an older one, I really see what they've done. Okay, we'll turn here. Neutral, easy to find. It says the seat height's the same as my old bike, but I am a 30 zone. You never know when there's going to be the popo, because they wear vests like that too. See, I wish I had more settings to the heated grips, like the RT. Something in between 1 and 2 would be fantastic. I have to get used to riding again too. I've been doing like weight training and stuff to build up my muscles a bit. I have very bad wrists. Well, my right wrist. That's from 20-something years of being in IT and gaming and all that. The seat is firm but nice. Yeah, handling, I'm not doing too much. We're gonna scrub these in. So we're gonna zip to the highway here and just do like one exit. That might be a... Nah, she didn't even see me. Ooh, the horn is low on this. This guy, TRD. So, this guy has a TRD sticker, which is Toyota Racing Division or something, on a Hyundai, with a fart can, or at least tips on his exhaust. Guess this guy didn't get the memo that a Hyundai Elantra is not maybe a... Oh, that sounds awful. It's not much of a performance. I have to get used to just being on a bike and paying more attention as well. Well, you should always pay attention when you drive, but I just want to get a feel for the wind. We'll do a little sprint here on the highway. So far, it's pretty good. I think it's in its highest setting. There's screws you can adjust it. I'm curious to see the battery life on that too, and how hot the GoPro gets. Apparently, they get hot filming in 4K. Yeah, I gotta get used to all the menus too so I can access stuff. I mean, there's a shift light too, and apparently I need an update. I don't know why the PDI or pre-delivery inspection, they don't check that you have the latest software update. I guess that's kind of normal, but when I go in for my first service, which will be probably in April, I'll get them to put the latest update. It gives you a sports screen option instead of this screen that you see right there. It's a sports screen, and it shows you your lean angle and everything, but it also gives you a shift light, which is, I don't know if you can see it in the sun there, right above the gas gauge. So I'm happy. I'm happy that I spent all my money. And apologies for rambling and stuff, but I'm giddy. I'm happy like a little girl, like Sprockets used to say. Yeah, but I fog up. It's the... Alright. Okay. Gonna slow down a little bit. So, I get like a tiny bit of wind on my shoulders, and I can hear it in my helmet, but it's not so bad. I don't have earplugs in. Normally, I have earplugs all the time. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't want to go on the highway too much. Well, highway. It's an 80K, 70K limit here. It's cool, you got the tire pressure, your gas range and all that. And I have a message apparently. Service. Not due for service yet? I haven't even driven it. Pretty good. And more than enough power. Oh, there's still a little bit of a funky thunk. Very impressed. Well, I hope so. I'd be pretty depressed if I could smell it too. There's a bit of a smell coming off the... I mean, that was just 5,000. I mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy. We're just taking a little long way around here. Oof, gravel. Yes, I know gravel's not going to kill me, but let's just say I'd be very upset if my nav isn't on, which is interesting. How do I do that again? I go... I don't know. Ooh. Yes, I'm driving like a little old lady, but yeah, I just noticed my nav's not on, so which is odd to say the least. And so we'll have a look at that when I get back. I think And I did do an update to my phone, so who knows, maybe I broke the connectivity. There's a whole procedure to get everything paired and so forth. So the mirrors are cool. They don't actually vibrate a lot. I just got to get used to having them so far forward. Oh, my bike's gonna get dirty. Oh no. Hello. Where is my... Oh, get used to that too, I guess. Where the horn is, it's pretty low. Well, there's an extra button here, basically. I don't know if you can see it here, beside the suspension switch. Yeah, this part of Boulevard Perot, or this is a different name, but still, it's what goes around the island, is a bit dodgy. And it's spring, and it's Quebec. We don't know how to make roads. We don't care about making roads. We just care about paying the maximum amount of money for roads. I've never driven with these tires either. This brand, they're Metzler. What are they? 8s? I don't know. Sport touring tires. My last one had PR4 Michelins, and then some Metzler Road Teco ones, and then some Michelin 5s. I want to get out of the road, but that's just me. I hate people. Yeah, they made it one way here, so I'll have to... Yeah, it's the corners are... Oh! Wrong turn! Oh no! I'll just go all the way around. Yeah. Here we go through a tour of scenic suburbia, Pencourt, Quebec. You can see the houses look a lot alike. Overall, I'm pretty comfortable. You're not leaning too far forward. It's just a little bit sporty. Anyway, I'll be doing a bunch of videos on this guy. I already did like a walk around and all that stuff. Quick recap, it's got every option. I think besides luggage, which they want $1,800 for the bags, which is more expensive than they used to be, and I think I can get the whole Shad kit, who makes, I believe, is the OEM for the BMW stuff, for like, I don't know, $800. And so that's on my list for sure. I'd like to be able to carry stuff around. I have to try some tank bags at the dealer. So when I bring her in, they have these in the showroom, obviously, and they have tank bags. I want to try to see what kind of tank bag won't interfere too much. There's a couple of bikes. Nice to see some other crazy people out. Is it actually bikes or scooters? Nice bikes. Everyone's itching, and I think it's worse this year because of COVID, and it's been 2 months, I think, that we had a curfew as well. And I mean, don't get me started. I know it's COVID and you have to do something, but it's just sucked. That's all. That's what I'm trying to say. No politics or anything. It's just sucked for everyone. So I think being stuck with in curfew and quarantine and winter, it took its toll on everyone. And I think there's a lot of bikes. There's gonna be a lot of bikes out today. Yesterday was -10, -12, so that was a bit too cold for my taste, and the tires I don't think will really warm up. So. Well, I'm going to be doing a lot of mileage on this. Hopefully COVID, like I said, gets better, that bathrooms are open. Because some of the restaurants like Tim Hortons, your coffee, you know, it's for you, if there's any Americans watching, that's like your Dunkin' Donuts or something. It's Canadian. That's usually where you stop to get a coffee, have a pee when you're doing a trip. That's what I usually do, that in McDonald's. But you still can't eat inside the restaurants. And I'm not sure if the bathrooms are open. I'll have to research that a bit. It's stupid, but you know, if y'all gotta pee, y'all gotta pee, right? Yeah, that's bugging me that that's not on, but maybe I turned the key or something. I don't know. I have to get used to having keyless ignition too, to make sure I don't forget my key and all that. I mean, I have it in my car, so my Mustang. So I'm probably gonna have a bit of smell off of this because there's probably still some, you know, protective oil on some of the parts, and so far everything's good. I'll see what that service light is complaining about, and I'll see why my GPS doesn't work. I paid enough for the stupid thing. My phone is connected though. But I don't see the speed limit on there. I just see that little circle, so something is not connected. So I think I've done this, I'm for sure done this route on one of my videos before. Hello, dog. I think I have self-canceling turn signals too. I don't know if I had them on my old one. I don't, you know, I like the electronics, the dash and everything, and I like that I'll be able to see, you know, I could be able to switch between playlists and Spotify on my dash and shit like that because I have music on usually when I'm riding. That's all kind of cool, and I need cruise control because of my wrist. It really does help. But a lot of the other stuff I don't need. But even if I were to get a base model, I'd have to put at least a couple, just to get cruise control, I'd have to add some packages. So anyway, it's got auto leveling preload, so if I do have someone on the back, it will level the bike and all that with luggage. And see, more frozen lake. Actually, there's a church where I like to take a picture, and I'm going to take a picture to post on as a thumbnail maybe. just checking I'm still running. It's I'm curious to see how long battery it lasts. It doesn't tell you on the GoPro, it just tells you your percentage. It doesn't tell you how much battery. And it says I have 8 hours of video, 8 hours of 4K on 256 gig stick, which is more than I thought I would, but that's pretty good. I don't usually record more than 8 hours. I think some of my videos got pretty long on my big trips, but I'm just going to try and cut out a lot of the monotonous highway rides. So these gloves are my favorite gloves. These are the first gloves I bought when I got back into riding after a few years break with the kids. I'm going to say 2011, 2012. These are Revit extra, I don't know what, but I need to replace these, and I haven't found a good pair yet that fit like this, because these even got soaked in oil at one point too. It's gone now, but I think, like, I don't think these are water resistant anymore. But so it's like 10 years old. So if my gloves lasted me 10 years, that's my money's worth. I'm not going to complain about that. Same thing with my jacket is Revit as well. The pants too, with 3 layers, the water layer and the thermal layer and all that. And that, since I don't grow anymore, well, I mean, I'm working out, but I'm not going to get huge. Like I'm 50. I'm hoping the wind noise is not too annoying, but my microphone is a little Sony thing. It's pretty good. So I have some Alpine Star ones, but I need some waterproof ones. Just like this, I want leather ones. These are my all-around gloves. These are good from fairly cold to fairly warm. I've got like 5 pairs of gloves, so I may have a problem. 3 pairs of boots, 2 jackets. So drivers in Quebec are really, really bad. So the other thing you have to watch out for is that it is the first couple days of motorcycling season. So we have a snow tire law. So between December 1st and March 15th, you're not allowed to operate a vehicle without snow tires. And since this is, you don't have snow tires for most motorcycles, they do for some, yes, GS's and stuff, certain sizes. So basically yesterday was the first day. The 16th was the first day. So no one's really used to seeing bikes. Not that they're good on a normal day, but so you have to be extra vigilant. And the roads in the spring are really bad because of the freeze and thaw. The freeze thaw we had in December. We had plus 12 one day in December this year, or last year I should say. And you know, then it's minus 20 a few days later. Stuff starts to melt, and anyway. Science. Oh, they started building houses here. Wow, I haven't been down here in a while. All cookie cutter, very expensive. Well, very expensive. I'm gonna assume probably $450, $460 to start. Maybe that last one was a bit smaller. So yeah. Anyone that's ever been around here knows here it's Quinn's. That's apple picking place and fresh veg and other kinds of stuff, good stuff. This is like a day camp, summer camp and stuff. I was just checking they have adjustable levers. You can't, maybe you guys are watching this, you have an interest in motorcycling, I'm assuming, most of you. I don't know. There's 2 things. One, the first ride of the spring is always a beautiful thing. It's better than sex, maybe. But after almost 2 years, Because when I sold, it was like August. There was no more demo rides even, so I wasn't doing any demo rides. And then with COVID, there hasn't been any demo days. So I'm hoping this year they could do some. They've been doing them in the States. I've seen people, I mean, they have masks on, and you put your helmet on, and I mean, you're socially distanced naturally because you're not, you know, you're not hugging each other while you're riding. So yeah, I'm finding this suspension really nice. I don't know, it feels softer. Or maybe it's just better. I mean, you're talking 6 years difference. But I could, it seems within the realm of possibility that this is sprung differently than the naked version. I don't know if you guys have seen, but they just released the 2021, the RT version, which was sorely needing updates. I like the RT, but it's kind of a bit of an old man bike for me. But the new one, oh, all LED. They've got the TFT, but it's wider. It's like a 10-inch screen or something. Redunculous. See my kids' cars? Hello, kids' cars. No kids, because they're online schooling daughters. So we're gonna go down here, and I'll see the little spot, and I shall say goodbye to my YouTube fans. So this little brown building on the right here, that's our city hall, Hotel de Ville. This is a really old church, 16 something. Very nice place if you're into churches, which I'm not, but it's architecturally it's nice. Let's just say that. Oh, these people are gonna steal my probably teachers. So I will say thank you for watching. This is the first video. Apologies for any technical glitches. Like I said, just starting this. I'm still going to tweak the microphone and stuff. So thanks for watching. Have a great day and ride safe.